Now in this medical education series video, we will discuss the utility index formula. Strong assessment system is must to enhance the quality of medical education. So the quality of assessment can be achieved by utility formula, which takes into account validity, reliability, educational impact, acceptability, feasibility or practicability, and cost effectiveness. And on the other side, you can see the tools of assessment like MCQs, SAQs, SEQs, OSCE, portfolios, 360 MSF. All these can be plotted, and you can give the score like 1 for fair, 2 for good, and 3 for excellent. So the maximum score by multiplying all the 6 values can be achieved 729, and by adding it can be achieved 18. So that's the utility index formula. So now let's discuss one by one, like what is validity? Validity means the extent to which a test measures what is intended to be measured and nothing else. So now let me give you examples like anatomy MCQ test was taken for the first year MBBS students, and anatomy was taught upper limb, lower limb, head and neck region, and in paper almost 40% of questions came from the abdomen anatomy. Now the questions were from the same discipline anatomy, but they were from the abdomen, which was not taught. So this is an invalid paper because the content which was present, it was not taught. So it was an invalid content for that paper. Now let me give you another example of a high valid paper. So in 4th year MBBS course, 40% of the time was spent in wards, lectures, OPDs to teaching cataract and retina, and 60% to the rest of the course. So in the written as well as practical exams, 40% content was asked from cataract and retina, and in MCQs 40% were from cataract and retina. So this test has got high validity because the things which came in the exam, it was taught more, so it was a highly valid exam. Now let's come to the second variable, reliability. Now reliability is a measure of consistency and precision with which the test measures what it is supposed to measure. You can also define it that reliability is repeatability of a test, that how much it is repeatable. So I will give you an example, like one student got 80% marks in the entry test, and after a few days the test was cancelled. It was for the medical entrance, medical school entrance exam. So now the test was again conducted, and again the student achieved similar marks. Like last time it was 70, and now he attained 65 or 75 marks. So it means that the test was reliable because the student achieved almost similar marks as compared to the previous one. Now the test can be valid but not reliable, like if the same student achieved 70% marks on the first attempt, and in the next attempt he achieved 30% marks, and the course was similar, but in the first the questions were easy, and in the second one the questions were difficult. So it is a valid test because the course is similar, but not reliable, because the patient was not unable to achieve the feat on the second attempt. So then comes the educational impact. Educational impact means that the learner will gain knowledge while undergoing the assessment. So during preparation, he will have educational benefits. So how much educational impact the test have? So it's also an important variable. Then feasibility means that the assessment is practical, realistic, and sensible given to the context and circumstances. Will it be conducted, is it feasible that it should be conducted in this time or not, like in a corona pandemic. The feasibility of exams, it is very difficult, because you have to maintain social distancing and this and that. Then comes acceptability. Acceptability means that all the stakeholders, like students, teachers, administrative staff, the test is acceptable or not, whether the MC stakeholders find the assessment process and results to be credible or not, whether MCQs are accepted by the students, or whether they like OSCEs or other modes of assessments. So then comes the cost. Cost is also just like feasibility, that on MCQs and SCQs and essay type questions, less cost comes, whereas on portfolios, 360-degree multi-source feedback and OSCEs, they require a lot of human resource, lot of cost, and lot of human resource and personnel. So it's not that much cost effective. So now we have got a formula: utility is equal to reliability multiplied by validity multiplied by educational impact multiplied by practicability or feasibility multiplied by acceptability multiplied by cost effectiveness. So according to this utility formula, the utility value of the assessment becomes null and void if any of the utility factors becomes 0. So you will give marks 1, 2, 3. 1 for fair, 2 for good, and 3 for excellent. So at the end, the rigor of the assessment is determined by validity, reliability, and educational impact. But this is achieved by cost effectiveness, feasibility, and acceptability of the assessment tool. So all the 6 components are very important for any exam, and higher scores means that the strength of the assessment is excellent.